Hello everybody, welcome back. It is Wednesday the 26th of March. As you can see, I'm on Bonny Street. I'm looking down Bonny Street towards the tower. Bonny Street's obviously fully open again. It was only closed for that one day while they did that clearing on the top of the Sea Life Centre. But I am here today to have a peep through the car park bars and see what we can film from here. You can tell by the lack of noise that Desmond is not working at the moment. There seems to be no actual work going on. So we can't hear that lovely echoey noise what we all liked the other day. But we can peek through here. Somebody did tell me that Desmond kind of broke down a bit yesterday or stopped early. And when I got here this morning, been here about 15 minutes, not a long time, another YouTuber told me that they'd been here for about an hour, and it's around, what, 11:30 now I think. They told me that they'd been here for about an hour and nothing had been going on. So I'm guessing that maybe Desmond's had a bit of a mishap and broken down for a bit. And they've all gone off early for dinner, because I did see the builders, the demolitioners, I don't know why I said builders, I did see the crew walking off towards the cabins with carrier bags that looked like they were probably carrying the lunch. So maybe they've just knocked off for an early lunch. So yeah, today's video is not going to be the most exciting, but because I left yesterday, then I did my shopping, but I was really tired and I didn't come back even though it was my day off. I didn't get any afternoon action, so we're going to see what the site looks like today. I'm going to do a full walk around. And I'm going to try and show you every little bit, and we'll also walk around where the car park is and the back of the joke shop, because there is a little bit of clearing and stuff and things going on at the back of the old King Edward apartments. So look, it sounds eerily silent, doesn't it? The silence is weird because we're so used to that noise, but there's absolutely nobody about here today, as you can see. So people have obviously been here to wait and watch, and nothing's been happening. But I thought that we could have a full-on look around the site. I'm going to do a quick walk around, and I'll also film back of the King Edward apartment buildings from both sides, and I might even try and get a bit of footage from the bridge. So seeing as we're not even seeing anything going on, I want you folks to get a full-on look at what the site looks like. Once we get past this bit, we get to the end of the blue netting, so we can get a much better view-ish, sort of. I think the best view may be from the bridge, guys. So let's just go around and get a quick look at the back of the King Edward apartments from the Chapel Street side. I'll be right back. And here I am, right back. As you can see, I'm around the back of the old King Edward apartments building. And the little extension on the back has been mostly demolished, and now it's mostly being cleared up. You've got Foxy there working hard to get rid of all that rubble. Not the best view. Dumping it into that giant carrier. And I always did read that these buildings were being kept and renovated, and that is why they're supposedly taking that extension down so carefully, almost by hand, brick by brick. They pulled it down super duper carefully. I don't know if you can see from there just how like neatly they appear to have taken that down. I know my camera's focused on the bars rather than the actual bit I want to show you, but lots of people in my comments have said no, 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 you're wrong, the whole thing is indeed coming down. Then other people have said no, actually the buildings are staying. So I guess, guys, we shall just wait and see. Not the best view from here because I can't get the angle I want because that van's in the way, and if I go down here that inner gate's in the way. Maybe just there. That is not a bad view, but then again, yeah, it's not good, is it? It's not a good view. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk round the front of these buildings and go through the car park bit and try and get you a better view from that side. So once again, I shall be right back. So guys, I'm right back. As you can see, I'm around the old joke shop site, and they've partially taken the railing down now, so we can walk all the way round, and it looks like this is going to be a great view of Foxley around here, much better than the other view, although the spot I was planning on using has unfortunately been taken, so we're going to have to just get in from here. What about, can the camera go through there? It can. Look at that. That was a much better view, isn't it? So yeah, look how, can you see that dude there? Appears to be cutting by hand the bits of brick from the wall. So if this whole thing was indeed coming down, I don't see the need to be that careful. You know what I mean? If the whole lot was coming down, why would you just be gently hand in hand? If somebody on that side appears to be fixing the bricks that are there or taking them down by hand. So if that was the case, surely they wouldn't have to be that careful. They would have just like, you know, banged it down and not really cared about the rest of this building. So I know a lot of you have said you do actually think the whole thing is coming down, and you've heard that, and I'm not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying I have a hunch that they might not be, and I do understand that these type of plans, they change all the time, because initially the whole thing was going to come down, but then they said no, they were saving the buildings, and then they said no, it's coming down, and then no, it's staying up. I mean, look at the original plans for the whole development site, like the car park and the hotel and everything, and then the firm apparently went bust. I'm on about the new building firm, not the demolition firm. And plans change all the time. Smushed windows up there. So we're just going to stay in here for a bit. But as you can see, there's a lot of clearing to be done. So there's going to be a lot of those skip wagons that are going to be filled up and be taken away. So like Cox's got this work cut out for the day. Or I'll just say her work cut out for the day. The driver's getting out, maybe that's full. Just heard his horn beat. Yeah, Foxy's working hard there, she's all on a lonesome. Yeah, that looks quite full, doesn't it? Because she's like tamping that down. And they usually do that. They fill it all with rubble and bricks and stuff. Then they just tamp everything down. So now that's full, that carrier's going to have to leave. And Foxy will have to stop work for a bit because there'll be nowhere else to put the stuff. But probably time for dinner anyway. It's got to be like 11:45 by now. So I'm guessing all these guys are going to break off for lunch in a few minutes anyway. But I'm glad I came round this side because there's absolutely nothing going on, folks, at the front. Absolutely nothing. So I guess for now, the back of here is pretty much the only spot where we're going to get any kind of action. So we've seen what's going on here for a while. Foxes stopped there. Those guys are still sawing away. But you know what I mean about how careful they're being to take down these bits of stuff? If the whole thing was coming down, would they have to be that careful? I mean, if you have like building knowledge, feel free to let me know, because I do like comments telling me things that I don't know, you know, from people that know about all this stuff. I am going to just nip around on the bridge now, and I'm going to film the whole Desmond site on the top of the bridge, just so you can see the whole thing, even though virtually nothing's happening. But for now, here is a look at the demolished joke shop site. See, completely gone, and the site itself completely flat and cleared off. But for now, I'm going to be right back from the top of the bridge, so I'll see you in a second. Hi guys, and we're right back on the bridge area. We can see down that little tunnel bit there at the end of the site. It's not really a tunnel, but you know what I mean. We've got Skylar there. He's not doing anything, he's just still. There you've got baby Desmond stood next to Skylar. So now I'm going to stand down there, and as promised, before we go, we're just going to have a walk around the entire site. I've got to literally hold my hand in the air, because if I put my hand at my eye level, it's here, because the railings are quite high. So I'm reaching quite high now for this bit, but once I get around this corner and the ground kind of levels up a bit, I can walk on that little bit of thingy there. That's better. So look, we're going to have Desmond and baby Desmond and Skylar is there. Not really working today much. We've got all the vans there, and as you know from the beginning of this video, there was like nothing going on the main site. Poor Desmond seems to be having a Desmond malfunction. Look, I'll zoom in a bit. Zoom in a bit. Oh, stop camera. And we're going to go past there. You can see Desmond is there. The attachments are there. Desmond's got nothing on his head, so he's just there and he's still, and there appears to be nobody working on the site right now. But I'm going to walk all the way around just so you guys have got a full look. As soon as I get to the end of this little walk around, I am going to finish this video. It's probably got a little longer, which is weird, because it's like a longer video with very little happening, but we did get some good stuff around the back of the joke shop site and the King Edward apartment site, so it wasn't entirely in vain coming down here. And you guys do get a full tour of the site, so we've still got a proper update even though we're not actually watching demolition. So there we can see the site. Just about to get onto the Chapel Street Bridge now, and from here I can just film without holding my hand in the air because the railing is lower. So we'll have a little bit of a zoom in. Let's go out again. We're going to look straight down Chapel Street. Towards the prom. So I want to get a view of where I started this video, but from the opposite side. I can zoom in all the way. We started through there, looking through the bars. I don't think I'll be able to, oh, can I get a view of the bar? Yeah, look, there's the bars. A very, very shaky view of the bars, guys. A very shaky view. Right, sorry about that, folks. My battery once again just died on me. I was just about to finish a video and my battery just died, so I just flopped a new one in just to finish a video and do a little wee outro. And my partner just said to me something interesting while I was changing batteries. He said maybe they're waiting on the bigger machine because Desmond's doing a great job. He's done a great job so far, but look at the height of this building, so maybe they need slightly bigger machine, or maybe Desmond just needs a little bit of R&R. You know, either way, I think, guys, that is it for today. We haven't had much action for sure, but we did get a bit of good stuff to watch going on at the other side of the sites. And it's roughly all part of the same umbrella of development anyway. So yeah, I am going to end this video now because it's Wednesday. So yeah, the supposed new battery just died. There's no power in it. There's no power in this one either. This is a third battery I've put in. So very quickly before it dies, thank you for watching.